Hello, my name is Annie McCool, and today I will be talking to you about social development, motivation, and underachievement. These aspects are all challenges that gifted children and the people around them face every single day. So, what is giftedness? According to what is giftedness, giftedness shows in multiple domains, whether it is intellectual, leadership, creativity, or art. It can also specify itself to one domain of subject, for example, science, English, math, arts, etc. According to what is giftedness, giftedness is described as the ability to perform significantly above the norm of their age. Therefore, I would describe giftedness as having a higher level of cognitive skills than your peers around you. Most kids describe it as knowing information that others do not know. So I believe gifted children are able to excel in school and work at a faster pace than others. So first we're going to talk about social development. According to Osmanovic and AK, the quality of the overall relationships between the classmates creates a classroom climate that can be either stimulating or depressing to the development of social skills in gifted individuals. Therefore, social development is important to create in order to create a more comfortable environment for gifted children to learn in. Social emotional development is the start of a good gifted experience in a child. If they feel stimulated in the classroom and with their work, their motivation will increase and their underachievement will decrease. Therefore, social development can either have a positive or negative impact on gifted children. The biggest negative impact is that children with giftedness often feel different and feel like they are wrong. When they see that other kids are not like them, it decreases their self-esteem and psychological aspects because they feel as if they are not normal. However, some kids may take the social and emotional impact as a positive aspect. If they create good relationships with their classmates, it can help the child excel in their work and make them feel included. These theories are why social development is so important to gifted students, so they feel proud of their accomplishments rather than ashamed and holding their intelligence back. Here's some signs to look for to notice social development in kids that they're struggling with. According to Peterson, 2002, gifted students' social development may be impacted by situations that affect normal people as well, including death, race, relocation, etc. However, it is their intensity and sensitivity that need to be watched in order to look for signs of decreased social development. A lack of social development can be seen through bullying, isolation, and perfectionism, which can lead to violence. These are all aspects of gifted students that can show signs of help needed in the social development area. These signs to look out for can be seen during school by teachers and counselors, but they can also be seen at home by the parents and family members. If your child has a hard time interacting with the neighborhood kids and never wants to go outside and play, you may realize that his social development is not where it should be. Some strategies to help increase development. According to Peterson, 2002, it is not appropriate to pull students out of class away from their peers, making them seem more different than they already feel. Therefore, pulling gifted students away during homeroom, lunchtime, etc. is a good time to meet with them to focus on social development. According to Peterson, 2002, there are several things counselors and gifted education teachers can do to help develop social skills. If a counselor does not have the appropriate material, it is the teacher's job to give them the information they need to help the student excel. Using available models from previous counseling is essential in making the gifted child feel comfortable during a meeting. These actions include listening, paying attention, summarizing their information instead of giving advice, and being non-judgmental. These actions allow the gifted students to teach themselves. Creating discussion groups for gifted students around the same age and ability level will help them feel more comfortable with their peers and sharing their information. It helps them to develop commonalities with others, feel affirmation, develop social skills, deal with stressors, and obtain information. Teachers can create group projects to get the child to venture beyond their regular social development and also ventures out from the regular curriculum. These projects allow students to become acquainted in different ways. Speakers can often help students get a better understanding about themselves and get a view of other people's perspective. It can also provide them guidance and examples of gifted children just like them. And then there's parent groups, which help parents become more proactive in their child's full potential as a student. It helps them get more information and a better understanding of the aspects of development. They can also be used to encourage other strategies of increasing social skills and can also provide open discussion for parents' questions and concerns. Now, the second area we're going to talk about is motivation. Is motivation actually a component of gifted children? Some say yes. They say that one of the many aspects about gifted children I have learned is that they are perfectionists. They like to work ahead and be an overachiever because they can incorporate their learnings so quickly compared to others. They also like to perfect their work and do not stop until it is the way they want it. Therefore, they have a high motivation because they know what they're capable of. Some say no, on the other hand, because gifted students may not have motivation about their learnings because they feel they know enough already. Also, if they have a decreased self-esteem because of feeling different, they may feel less motivated to achieve their abilities. Whether or not motivation is a component of giftedness or not, according to McNabb, 1997, motivation is extremely important to have for gifted children to avoid frustration for the parents, teachers, and the students themselves to increase task commitment. So signs to look for decreased motivation. According to McNabb, 1997, underachievement is the biggest sign of a motivation problem within gifted students. Common signs to look for is a decrease in the effort of material and time that children are putting into their work. Also, according to McNabb, 1997, another sign of lack of motivation is misbehavior. When children are bored in school, they resort to other forms of behavior to entertain themselves. In order to hide their gifts, they give in to peer pressure. Some strategies to help increase motivation. The way a teacher decides to teach their children has a huge effect on children's motivation and ability to learn. According to Reed, 2009, the best way to teach children is through autonomy support, which increases motivation and more positive classroom functioning. Letting them be independent of their own work and their own pace will help them to enjoy the learning more and increase motivation. Teachers who educate children in a controlling manner to get them to be motivated often lose the motivation of children. Therefore, we need to educate schools and teachers to not teach in a controlling way and allow students to have freedom. According to Heller, 1999, a student's learning environment can have an effect on their motivation. Therefore, teachers having a positive attitude and a positive classroom environment are more likely to get students motivated in their work and foster independent creativity. According to Heller, 1999, there are 4 ways to guarantee quality education environments to increase motivation. The first is creating an active role in the student through self-selected learning. The second is continuous evaluation of individual learning progress to determine their accomplishments and weaknesses. The third is creating a variety of materials and sources to explore to encourage further discovery. And the last is making individual learning courses and paces possible. So the next issue we're going to talk about is underachievement. You will notice that the science and prevention of motivation is similar to what is done for underachievement because they often go hand in hand. According to Neihart, 2006, people have started to refer to underachievement as academic dishonesty. Students have been ridiculed and become unpopular for being too smart and being smarter than others. Therefore, children have begun to choose underachievement and hiding their giftedness to be viewed as popular. This is not a threatening explanation to anyone because it's an ultimatum that the student has chosen for themselves. However, it is a threatening action to gifted students themselves. Underachievement is important for gifted children to overcome because they are holding themselves back from the capabilities they know that they have. Underachievement can also push them back from the grade level they are qualified of being at. Some signs to look for. According to Kavetsky and Cayley, 2003, underachievers may become so independent that they are disengaged in class, they do not complete their assignments, and they may decide not to go to class at all, in the sense that they are not living up to their full potential. According to Smutny 2004, more characteristics of underachievement include low self-esteem, reluctance to take risks in school, discomfort with competition, lack of perseverance, lack of goal-directed behavior, and weakness in skilled areas. Therefore, a teacher can better determine whether a child is experiencing underachievement or not. Some strategies to reduce underachievement. According to Kinvesky and Cayley, 2003, the biggest concern for gifted children and a lack of motivation and increased underachievement is because they feel as if they are not being challenged enough. They crave unfamiliar content that they have not learned. Therefore, in order to control these, thinking about moving your child to a higher grade level can help challenge them more and decrease boredom. In order to improve student achievement, it is important to counteract these effects that peers put on gifted students. It is necessary to remind your children that just because they are smart, they can be sociable as well. According to Neihart 2006, schools can host meetings or assemblies with counselors that provide open discussions about identity, achievement, and the rewards that come with in order to make children feel more comfortable about being intelligent. You can also provide students with readings about other gifted people who face the same thing to make them feel like they are not alone. Providing experiences and exercises helps the student identify their values and clarify their beliefs. According to Neihart 2006, shifting conversations about ability to perseverance and hard work helps children cope with the stressors of being different. Therefore, making gifted programs a reward instead of an opportunity may make them feel the pressure of being different even more. Allowing them to do well in classes on their own potential and hard work allows them to feel more comfortable about their intelligence. Instead of telling your child they have the ability to be in a program, they need to stress that their hard work is what got them to be able to be in these programs. So to conclude everything you've read today, you can see now how a lack in social development can lead to a lack of motivation and underachievement. They all correlate with one another and can all be controlled in similar ways. The best thing to do for a gifted child is to make them feel comfortable around your peers and in the classroom, whether that is through counseling them or challenging them. And here are my references. Thank you for your time.